Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Handoff from the gun. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Running inside. It's Hill. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keelan Russell. Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Got the back over the middle. Just steamrolling the defense. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Nice job there by the running back working the middle of the field in the passing game. I think oftentimes when defenders see these running backs coming out of the backfield, they're just anticipating a...
Gets away from one. He's got space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown time.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. Here's Sellers to throw. He's going for the big play. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Throwing, Sellers. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tuggle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Sellers through the noise. Forced out of the pocket. Smashes ahead. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
How nice is it as a play caller on a critical 3rd down in a pretty obvious passing situation when you've got a guy like this that can just take off and go get you the first down, right? There's no panic. Nothing's open downfield. Great job in coverage, but that's not a problem because I just know it's like backyard football again growing up as a kid. He just takes off. He's a better athlete than anybody you've got, and he gets the...
Grabs it, and he will score! Touchdown, South Carolina!
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They made sure that good field position paid off, going 45 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Tide ready to roll on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Finds the tight end. There he goes!
I know he's got the height and weight of the tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it.
Snags it, and there's running room. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Alabama quickly back to the line. Russell. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Well, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Finding some room.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to bully their way in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Sellers unloads to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Now here's Sellers. He lets one fly deep. Brings it down on the right side. Turning it on. He almost took it the distance, and they get him out of bounds at the 26-yard line. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Bringing the heat. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the 1st period. After that tight 1st quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He gets it up to the 35 before he's guided out of bounds. Here comes that Alabama offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Fires left. Picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wideout, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Here's Sellers to throw. Steps away to find some room. He'll pull it down and run. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. Now on 2nd down. To the air. It's Sellers. Rushes on him. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Maybe a crease. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Great job by the back on the option.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right. And this defense has had absolutely no answer so far, giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines. Get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive movements.
Pressure coming, and it's a sack.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football, they are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field because that could have been disastrous.
And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Sellers through the noise. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. He'll pull it down. Spin, still running. Oh, my. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Breaks the tackle.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Going to try to get it himself. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Throwing Sellers. Under fire. And they got it.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game. Trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there. Being aggressive. Getting to him.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And how about the creativity by the offense? You split your running back all the way out wide. Why? You like the matchup. Like, he can be a receiver. He can run routes. He stays on the outside part of the field. They like the matchup. They throw it to him. He wins that rep. Nice job by this offense.
Makes the grab. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking downfield on first down. Might be looking to run. He's going to take off. He'll be out of bounds after picking up the first down, and after the 2-minute timeout, it'll be first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He'll set up to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He just carries him face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He got it, feet down in bounds.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pulls and fires complete. Looking for room at the 40. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Alabama pushing the tempo. Austin Mack starts to scramble to the left. Looking for a big play. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were...
Punt, and he's got room. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it?
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Fourth and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. He might want another play. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Good gain there. Picks up the 1st down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse, showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. Upstairs, he's got it. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just enough time for 1 final play in this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. The official says no good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead, but still a 17-point cushion. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Makes a move. He'll bring it back out to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds there. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Finds his man. At the 45, on his way. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Gamecocks head it quickly to the line. He'll try it again. Could be an alley. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because
he lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. And now in the pitch, the ball's loose.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Russell. Fires to the right. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there, and you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man.
Now, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Keelan Russell. Connection to the right. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Running through contact. Makes the catch, and he's free. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. But I'll tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect him. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Looking to scramble. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Wide receiver going in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They go play action with Russell. Fires to the big fella. Could not make his way to the corner. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Dumps it to the back. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Oh, they're after him! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Throwing Mack. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Bama! They take the lead with the 6.
And find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. You'd better pay it off when you get starting field position like that, going 23 yards, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He wants to go deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big... On first down.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards, because everything's...
He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Trying to take it back. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Mack finds his back in the middle. Touchdown Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Still on his feet at the 35. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. You open a drive like that, and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Wants to go right back downfield. Pocket breaking down. Myers on the move. On target to the left. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Gets rid of it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play them.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. Hard running there. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Finds his big tight end. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Tide ready to roll on offense. How good have they been the last couple of drives? Took a close game, turned it into a blowout, and they have the football back. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double-team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. The offense changing the play. Mack from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now
they'll try to get him on the fake. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And what is this? They're setting up the punt on 1st down. And I'm not really sure what the idea was there. Maybe just to confuse them so badly they could make a big play, but they pick up a few, but not enough for the 1st down on the 1st down fake punt. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Austin Mack. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They'll go to the air. Moving out of the pocket. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Plays like that can just shoot energy through your team. The kickoff return for 89 yards and the score. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. To the air on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. quarterback adapting. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, plain pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Deep shot for the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. Mack throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mack. Got his man. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the back. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Looking left. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. There's a crease. Touchdown, Alabama! And the pummeling has started. Getting set for the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on second down. Steps away. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Throwing, Mack unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. The 20. Gives him the big stiff arm. Touchdown, South Carolina. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. You still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Quarterback making adjustments. Austin Mack lofts one deep down the right side. Goes high to pull it in. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups.
Throws toward the end zone. He's got his man in the back of the end zone, but he was a little too far. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Going for it all. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the punishment has been extended.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete on the right side. Shakes a man, and he continues to fight for yards. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Wants to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted deep in his own end. And he's going to go down as time has run out.